From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Out on the Hillsdale camera, a few cars have been driving past and they haven't had their windshield wipers on. That's a good change from this weekend now that the rain has moved out. We are still seeing some cool temperatures though. Looking at our bus stop forecast, we're going to be lucky if we're in the low 40s when you head out to the bus stop. Some spots are in the 30s. Thankfully, when you head back home, the sunshine will warm you up, see more of the 50s. Still, there are changing temperatures in the forecast and we'll talk about them as 6 News This Morning continues.
We now know the names of those who lost their lives when a small plane crashed in Clinton County.
And more discussions in East Lansing today over the city's police chief who is facing calls to resign.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News This Morning.
Good morning and happy Monday. Today is October 20th. I'm Megan Vaselli.
Hi everybody, I'm Kirk Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us. 6 News is here for you now with what you need to start your day.
Bath Township officials tell 6 News they presumptively identified 2 pilots and 1 mechanic killed in last Thursday's plane crash. But first, we are going to start with breaking news that we are closely following.
Yeah, an Amazon Web Service outage now causing major disruptions all around the planet.
It provides remote computing services to many apps, websites, governments, universities, and companies. And this morning, the outage is causing reported issues with Amazon's Alexa and Prime services, Snapchat, Ring, Roblox, online broker Robinhood, the McDonald's app, and many others.
Now, Amazon Web Services says its engineers are working right now to try and figure out what has caused this problem and how to fix it.
Now back to our top story. As we mentioned, Bath Township officials say they presumptively identified the 3 victims of last Thursday's plane crash.
Now this plane took off from Battle Creek Executive Airport where it was undergoing a maintenance check. Then it crashed in the woods near the intersection of Clark and Peacock Roads.
During a news conference, township officials said the victims are presumed to be Rodolfo Zamoro, Francisco Jimenez, and Alvaro Rodriguez. All 3 are Mexican citizens, but the medical examiner's office at University of Michigan Health Sparrow says it cannot confirm these identities until it completes DNA testing, which will take several weeks.
We've been told that next steps in this investigation will move beyond Bath Township. Our role in this is coming to an end. The NTSB will take the pieces of the plane to their site to continue the investigation.
And as the NTSB examines pieces of the plane, it expects to release its preliminary report within the next 2 weeks. Stay with 6 News as we work to keep you updated.
Today we expect to hear more from the city of East Lansing regarding Police Chief Jennifer Brown. This comes as she faces calls for her resignation over comments she made and a controversial pepper spray incident. Last week, the East Lansing Independent Police Oversight Commission adopted a resolution calling for Brown to resign for violating department policies and hindering efforts towards racial reconciliation. This follows comments the police chief shared with 6 News that several community groups labeled as racist. Brown has since apologized. The commission also claims she selectively released video of a pepper spray incident that happened back in August during Michigan State's Welcome Weekend. The East Lansing Human Rights Commission will continue discussions at tonight's special meeting.
Staying in East Lansing, Michigan State University says budget issues are forcing it to suspend a program for the upcoming school year. The College of Arts and Letters, which houses the Department of Art, Art History, and Design, has suspended graduate admissions for the 2026-27 academic year, citing budget realignments. The university says if you already started an application, don't complete it and do not make a payment. It adds that all informational sessions and tours have been canceled for the rest of the year, but MSU expects to reopen application submissions the following year.
Meanwhile, Michigan State President Kevin Guskowitz, along with university faculty and leaders, are once again on the annual Spartan Bus Tour.
This time they'll visit more than a dozen communities in northern Michigan and the UP, meeting partners, seeing local projects firsthand, and exploring new ways to collaborate.
Now, the tour has already kicked off and will continue for the next 2 days. It includes stops in Escanaba, Marquette, Houghton Lake, and more. MSU says more than 1,400 students from these areas currently attend the university, and 17,000 alumni call the region home.
National Teen Driver Safety Week now is underway, encouraging parents to talk to their teens about the importance of safe driving habits. The National Road Safety Foundation says car crashes are a leading cause of death for teens in the U.S. And the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports that in 2023, 2,600 people died in crashes involving a teen driver, while more than 170,000 people were hurt. Experts also say that in some states, teen deaths rose by up to 20% just last year.
Prices at the pump continue to drop. In fact, AAA reports that drivers in Michigan are paying an average of $2.79 per gallon for regular unleaded, which is a 13-cent decrease compared to last week's average of $2.92. It's even lower for those of you in Lansing, costing drivers $2.72 per gallon. Meanwhile, the average cost in Jackson is only a penny less compared to the statewide average at $2.78 per gallon.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Looking outside on the Jackson camera this morning, a couple of cars out and about, going to be enjoying the drier weather on the roadways compared to this weekend. Still plenty of puddles though, and some clouds remain in the area, though we'll still be able to see the sunshine. That's with the sunrise time of 7:58 this morning, sunset 6:48, giving us 10 hours and 50 minutes of daylight. It looks like our data's trying to come back online. The radar at least is working. We don't have the cloud cover just yet, but we have a few clouds in the area. Still with a mix of clear skies and clouds, it has helped us cool down into the 40s. There are 30s off towards our northwest, Wisconsin and the UP dealing with that. Not quite in our area yet, but it will appear later in the forecast. Saffir had a lazy weekend, yawning a lot. Green paws, though, for her and all the other pets. Lots of sunbathing cats out there today because the sunshine is going to be here for Monday and not really for the rest of the week.